All right, welcome back, guys. I've got an unboxing here, and it feels like it's an empty box. So the shipping weight of the box itself, as you can see, is 5.5 ounces. Now, that's not super crazy when you think about where this is coming from. This is from Jason over at VC Edge. So you know it's going to be light. I'm using the Orion Cetus to open this one. So this one did not come directly from Jason, but it came from the new owner of this brand new interface. And we've talked about the weights before, but people don't seem to understand. So if we weigh the entire, like the box itself with the knife inside, supposedly, we're at 3.3 ounces. And we pop this out here. This is the new Gen 3, version 3, Rev 3. I'm not really sure what Jason's calling them. Let's see if it says here. So it tells you a little bit about it. It is number 163, 20 CV, woven blue. Okay, he doesn't differentiate them as Model 3, Gen 3, or anything like that, but these are his third iterations. Okay. And if we pull it out, I don't even know what to say. 1.4 ounces. I'm blown away. Sadly, I don't have the two that I own available because they're packed as I'm moving, as I've mentioned before. So I will do a full video on this one, and we'll talk about the differences between it and the earlier versions. And at that point, I don't even have my number 9 coin. Wait a second. I think the number 9 coin is in the drawer under here. Oh my gosh. Wow. 1.4 ounces. Even mine with my number 80 with the window cutouts and all of that fancy stuff we did comes in at 1.5. Very similar action as mine. Feels great. It's got that double click clack. Not as pronounced. It's not as pronounced of a click clack as mine, I don't think. Let me see how it does in the pocket, because the pocket clips have always been a little bit tight for my look, my tastes, but this one does pretty well. So he puts the model, it's the interface model, the number on the backspacer. You get to pick your color. You can pick your carbon fiber and you can pick your accent colors. The owner of this is Mitch. He just got it the other day and promised to send it to me. One of the big differences is the lock bar. In the previous versions, and I'll do this video really soon, I promise. The previous version had a little, almost like a puzzle piece that the lock bar kind of came over to here. And a lot of people didn't really care for that. It didn't bother me at all, but I understand the aesthetics of it. And Jason had his reasonings and whatnot, but he's made a change. Now, I love Jason. Jason's a friend of mine. We talk a lot. I've met him and hung out with him in person at the California Custom Knife Show earlier this year. 20 CV, it's super sharp, and it just works great. These are on bearings. I think you guys are pretty familiar with these at this point, but this might be the first video on the Gen 3. I don't know. I think Pocket Priorities actually had one sooner than I did. Dang it. But yeah, this is super, super cool. Yeah. So I'll get some details from Jason on all of the differences so that I can speak more intelligently about this. It's a 3.6 inch blade. Here it is next to the Cetus. I don't really have much to compare to right now. How about a Bic pen? Because like I said, this is one of the last videos. This might be the last video filmed at this house. Wow. I do have one more knife coming in that if it comes in today, I'll do an unboxing of it also. And then I think this afternoon I am taking this studio setup down and going to get it moved over to the new house and all that good stuff. So yeah, one of the last videos. So that's cool. Now I got to think of, and there's dust all over the place. Now I got to think of what video to do first from the new house, other than a little quick studio tour will be a first video over there. So Mitch, thank you for sending this in. I greatly appreciate it. Give me a little bit of time so that like next week at the time of filming, I can pull mine out and do a full video on this beautiful, beautiful knife. Sadly, I think the VC Edges are going to be like the Hellraisers, and I'm going to have more than just the two that I own already today. So yeah. It's an addiction, guys. So check out my VC Edge playlist up here in the corner for details on all the other videos I've done. I've done 4 or 5 other VC Edge videos. So yeah, if you've made it this far, type in the comments featherweight, so I know you made it to the end.